Hey, what is going on, everybody? This one is going to be a long one. I'm going to be covering the dev notes and 1.1.3 hotfix. I'm going to start off with the dev notes first. Everything that I'm going to be talking about is coming on October 10th for the dev notes. Starting off with Ultimate Freyna. This is what she's going to look like. She is going to be coming out with two new modules, one called Toxic Mixture and the other one called Venom Injection. These are the patch notes for both of those. Pretty much it's just going to change a passive for Contagion, and the other one is going to change the defense mechanism, and it's going to become a Venom Injection. I would go further into depth on talking about these, but there's a lot to cover, so I'm just going to skim through most of these, just show you guys everything on the screen. I'll talk about a lot more important stuff in the 1.1.3 since it's currently out right now. They're also going to bring out an exclusive module called Super Cooled Kuiper Rounds and Cryogenic Cluster Shot. This is going to be added for Hailey. This is patch notes for those ones. They're also going to improve builds. Following the additional modules to improve shield utilization on September 26, we'll be adding modules that boost skill power and firearm attack instead of critical hit on October 10th to encourage the use of weapons and descendants that have low crit rates. So I guess they're just going to be boosting the power of like the base power of the descendants and their firearm attack. That's going to be pretty interesting, see how that plays out. This is the new Colossus. It is called the Deathstalker. This is what it looks like. This is also the new scout rifle that is going to be coming out. It is called the Frostwalker. This is what it looks like as well. They're going to be making improvements for the infiltration operations. They're going to be adding a 400% to infiltration operations. This is going to be a harder mode for infiltrations. Again, this is coming out on October 10th. It says that it's going to be more monsters and loot in these, so expect to have more loot and more monsters in these invasions. Hopefully this is going to be like, when they say more loot, maybe like 4 patterns a grind or something like that, or maybe more Kuiper and gold. We'll see. The ETA-O is going to be on every Friday to Sunday. This is going to be pretty much the trader from Warframe. I already forgot his name. I don't remember his name. I can't remember it. I'm just going to put him up on the screen. There he is. You know who he is. This is going to be a vendor that's going to exchange stuff that you can switch out and buy out. That's probably going to be like modules and weapon parts and stuff like that. So every Friday to Sunday, there will be a mystery merchant called ETA-O that will visit the Albion. The offers will be different lists of goods each week, consisting of descendant blueprints, weapon blueprints, materials, inventory expansions. Ooh, that's nice. Paints, that's nice too, which requires standard ETA vouchers or premium ETA vouchers to trade. These vouchers can be obtained by playing the 400% infiltration operation and exchanging surplus weapon blueprints. So the 400% operations are probably going to be dropping these vouchers whenever you do them, and then you are going to be able to exchange a surplus amount of blueprints that you've grinded throughout the game for these as well. Additionally to the rotation shop, ETA-O also offers the feature of exchanging surplus weapon blueprints for these vouchers, just like what I said. However, due to the limited amount of goods that the ET will bring in, the amount of blueprints that you can exchange each week will be limited. Which also planning new content that will consume surplus blueprints even after the ETA-O is added. For now, ETA-O will serve to consume some of these surplus blueprints, but will continue to expand opportunities to utilize them more often. So this again is going to be Barokatir. Got it, there we go. That's his freaking name, Barokatir. This is going to be the Barokatir of this game. Alright, for this one, this is going to be celebrating the Halloween event for Albion. It is going to have a bunch of decorations around Albion, supposedly, and there's just going to be a lot of, like, you know, decorations, make it look more spooky in Albion. They're also going to be adding these special cosmetics and skin paints for the Halloween night. So I think this is going to be like an event, or maybe you're just like being able to purchase these on the store. Pretty much they're just going to have dyed hair. I don't know if this is going to be like, oh, you can dye your hair with paints. I think it's going to be more if you can buy these dyed hairs on the shop. This one seemed the most interesting of the dev notes. they're going to actually probably be reworking the resource defense special operations. So it says the resource defense special operations has been unplayed compared to the mine blockades due to the long playtime, low monster density, and sprawling placements. We plan to improve resource defenses and make it more interesting by shortening the playtime of the resource defenses, huge, to level of mine blockades, increasing the number of monsters, and changing the placement style. We also want to address the issues of reactor farming to reduce the inconvenience of having to farm a new ultimate reactor every time you switch to a new weapon. We're introducing the reactor implant system. Ooh. This system will allow you to implant a weapon optimization condition of the ultimate reactor to its current ultimate reactor. An ultimate reactor can have up to 3 weapons optimization conditions. You can freely implant weapon optimization conditions based on the weapon settings. So pretty much you're going to be able to put 3 weapons mounted on your reactor. This is going to be awesome. So you're going to be able to switch between weapon mountings and your reactors. This is going to be fantastic. And yeah, that's pretty much it for the dev notes. Now we're going to move on to the 1.1.3 hotfix. So starting off with the 1.1.3 hotfix, they are going to be improving the landscapes of the invasion. So you can now start public operations and invasions. You can now group up and queue with teammates. The number of monsters increase depending on the number of participants, so the more players you have, the more monsters there's going to be. Order of truth interactions with drones now make other drones despawn, so when you interact with one drone, the other drones will despawn, and you are all going to have to stand in one drone together, is what I'm assuming. Fortress, Fallen Ark, Void Shards have been changed. Expanded the terrain of the infiltrations. This is what it looks like. Additional snipers have been placed for the second round, so there's going to be snipers around the area. Traps in certain dungeons have been modified or deleted in sterile lands. Unknown Laboratory, Agnes Desert, Kalito Ossuary, and White Knight Gulch Bio Lab, and then Hagios the Haven. So they've changed all of the traps in these areas. The amount of HP orbs and ammo drops by scout monsters roaming in the field has been increased, so now you're going to be seeing more ammo drops and HP orbs. So this is a huge list. I'm probably not going to go over. I might go over on another video, but I will have it posted up in the video right now. These are going to be buffs for Freyna, Kyle, and Esiemo. These are going to be Freyna's right here. As you can see on screen, these are all the buffs for Freyna. And then for Kyle, these are going to be all the buffs for Kyle. And then for Esiemo, these are going to be all the buffs for Esiemo. There's a lot of stuff here I'm probably going to cover in a different video just because there is a lot to cover in this one. They have added 2 new modules, which is going to be the Biosync Shield and Last Stand. So Biosync Shield reduces HP recovery from HP orbs by a certain amount and instead heals the shield by a certain amount. So this is going to revert healing orbs and turn them into shield orbs. And then Last Stand, when using this skill to attack an enemy, consumes all of your shields to deal additional damage equivalent to the certain percentage of total damage, and then the additional damage has a base value, and the value increases based on the amount of shields consumed. After activation, recovers shield by a certain amount of percentage and max shield every second, certain points of time. It has to cool down. These are going to be the new UI changes. I will have them on screen. And then this is one of the changes for the main hub, Albion. The box that was in near the slope or the ramp is now going to be moved near the stairs right as you enter to the research lab. This is going to be nice. Just better placement. For this one, this is optimization. So this is going to be optimization for the PlayStation 5 and the Xbox variants. Slightly improved the game's CPU performance for them, and then also with frame generation, they've improved and did changes. They fixed an issue where AMD frame generation was often causing frame drops, and then they also fixed an issue where you can now enable AMD frame generation on PS4 Pro and the Xbox One. Removed restrictions where the options can only be enabled on a 120Hz display on console. So now you can have a 60 hertz monitor and be able to do these things, and you can now use frame generation regardless of upscaling you are using on your PC. However, NVIDIA frame generation can be only enabled for 40 series and higher. Now I kind of wanted to go over the new skins, show you guys all the new skins in the first Descendant. I'm going to show you guys in game. Premium skins, they have actually added 3 new premium skins for Velby, Glay, and Freyna. I will be showing you guys every single one, starting off with Freyna. Here is Glay. Here is Velby. Honestly, she kind of looks like she's straight out of Concord. If you ask me. They've also changed the ultimate skins for the ultimate packs whenever you buy Ultimate Descendant, starting off with Lepic, then Viessa, here is Ajax, here is Ultimate Bunny, here is Ultimate Glay, and yeah, that is pretty much it. Those are going to be all the new changes for 1.1.3 and the dev notes. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Peace.